Now today we're gonna discover another airport. You know, this is kind of a serious at this point. Yes, we are in the mountains of Peru, and when I say mountains, I mean mountains. Jesus Christ. And in this valley, we can see this small runway. So let's use some planes on this one, right? Now this airport is called Chagual, I don't know, and it serves the town of Chagual, which I cannot really see anywhere. I guess it's somewhere here in this valley. It has to be. Now this runway is around a kilometer long. It's long enough for small planes like the Cirrus SR20 that we are in right now, but it's definitely not long enough for other planes. So yeah, in this video, let's find out which planes can actually operate here. Now let's see. We should be able to take off perfectly fine in the Cirrus SR20. Shouldn't be an issue at all. The elevation of this airport is around 1,200 meters. Not too high, but not very low either. Let's see. Slowly rotate, and we have taken off. Now this worked really well, obviously. You know, I would be worried if it didn't, right? Now, how about a bigger plane? I don't know which one. Let's maybe go for a private jet already. Yes, this is the Pilatus PC-24. We have already talked about this plane on this channel before. It is a very interesting plane. It can operate on grass and snow and sand as well. Can it operate here as well? Let's find out. And we're just casually approaching this airport. This is quite an interesting approach here through the mountains. I think this can be a bit dangerous. I don't even want to know what the crash statistics are here. Right down here is the runway. Let's see. This is quite a steep approach. Now we should be able to stop. The PC-24 is quite good at doing that. There we go. And this was a stop. That was actually quite a good landing, I would say. I mean, we stopped, and that's kind of what counts. So yeah, let's move on to a bigger plane, right? And which one should we try? I think we should already move on to an airliner. Now, let's see. Is the CRJ-200 going to have an issue with this runway? Yes, this is the CRJ-200 made by the plane manufacturer of Bombardier. Let's see. Can we fly here? There we go. Looking good. This runway is quite narrow as well. This could be a little bit closer than I wanted it to be. Oh no. Jesus Christ. The real challenge begins when you try to climb out of the actual valley here. Oh no, we're not gonna make it, right? Are we? Oh no. Yeah, that was actually a crash now. Not only did we kind of overrun, but we also crashed into the mountains trying to climb. So let's move on to a bigger plane. How about the 737? Alright, let's land on the runway with the 737. Alright, we are just casually approaching this runway. Actually, the approach here is the most challenging part of the landing, but we might just make it, right? This is a really steep canyon. Right, let's kind of land before the touchdown zone to stop in time. Very bad touchdown, actually, but let's see, we might stop. Alright, that was actually quite a good landing. As you can see, we stopped perfectly fine. We still have some runway left. In fact, I could have actually gone easier on the touchdown there. I was kind of hard. Look at that bank on approach. That does not look like a very stable approach. And actually, this runway is narrower than I thought. Now, let's move on to a bigger plane. This worked out quite well. So let's land the 767, which is quite a bit bigger. Oh man, the bigger the planes, the harder the approach. Yeah, that's a warning that you will get a lot here at this airport. Okay, let's arm this. Can you please be quiet? Now, the 767 is a medium-sized plane. It is quite big still. Is it too big for this airport already? Let's find out. Okay, quite a hard touchdown, but we touched down. That's the point. Can we stop, please? Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, fair enough, right? Not too bad. By the way, did we lose one engine in flight? Oh, that cannot be good. Yeah, we lost the right engine. I don't know how I didn't notice that in flight. As you can see, this was a very challenging approach again. Bank angle, and then some kind of touchdown. Now let's try the 777, which is a bit bigger. The good thing about the 777 is that it actually has two working engines, right? Honestly, I don't know how the 767 could lose an engine, but yeah. Yeah, let's try taking off this plane out of this airport, and let's go full power. Alright, let's release the brakes. Let's see what happens. Jesus Christ. Oh yes, oh yes. Okay, let's try to climb this plane out of the... You know, lifting off is not that much of an issue, but actually climbing out of this whole valley as well is pretty hard. There's no way you can do that in an airliner like this. And honestly, at this point, I don't think it makes sense to maneuver a 747 into this valley here either. But what is the biggest plane I would say that could operate at this airport? Probably it's the CRJ-200. Let's try landing that plane to end this video. You know, the CRJ-200 is a little bit better to handle, especially in these conditions. Let's go for the infamous left turn. Jesus Christ. Okay, let's see. Can we touch down? Jesus Christ. Oh. Alright. Right, yeah, this was near perfection. I mean, we have almost perfectly parked in, right? Yeah, that was not a good landing. I mean, this is really, really hard. You know, you have to go for a very steep bank angle, and it's pretty hard to use the whole runway, really. So yeah, not even the CRJ is practically able to land here, I would say. I think the only planes that can really fly here are the Cessna Caravan or Twin Otters that probably fly here as well. So yeah, guys, thank you for watching today's video, and I'll see you tomorrow. As always, good night.